What's up, guys? This is Jason, aka DJ Mastro. Just checking in, and I want to do a quick overview of the Xone XD-53 headphones. Now, these are a discontinued set, but I expect that the XD2-53 headphones will be something similar. I literally just picked these up used, and why did I buy them used? Well, background is my headphones broke last weekend at a gig, and I think I spent like $100 on those Stanton headphones, and so I was a little peeved when they broke. I've had them for about 3 or 4 years. They were I liked them, which is probably why I was sad and upset that they broke. But they broke right where right where the rubber on the very top of your head meets the plastic, and it was irreparable. So there was nothing I could do. So I knew I needed some new headphones, and I thought to myself, wow, I spent $100 on these headphones. Do I really want to go in the same direction and spend another 100 or even more on headphones, or do I want to just pick up a cheap pair of headphones, to just kind of get me by? Headphones really aren't that piece of gear that I'll be showing off. It won't be a light or a turntable or a speaker or anything like that. It's mostly a piece of gear that I'll be using gig to gig. So it's not something that I'll get a lot of recognition for, but at the same time, it's a really important piece of gear. I can get by with a pair of earbuds like I did last weekend when my headphones broke, but it's not really, it's not quality. When you're trying to preview a track before you set it up, it's something you really want to be able to listen to and hear the song play back to you well. Make sure you can hear all those beats so you know when to drop it, things like that. So I was really kind of considering, do I just go with like a cheaper pair of headphones like the HP 550s by American Audio. American Audio is also American DJ. American DJ owns them, and Global Trust, and a couple of other companies I think too. But so do I want to go to the cheap route and save some money, or do I want to go, again, the more expensive route? I decided to go the more expensive route with these XD-53 headphones by Allen and Heath, and here's the reason why. First off, my headphones, $100, they were plastic. Now, they weren't a crappy kind of plastic, but they were still plastic in the end. And so I wanted something with really good build quality. I didn't want to have to replace these again. Even if I'm only spending $50 on headphones, I still don't want them to break in a year or 2 or 3 years time. I don't want to have to buy, headphones again, even if I only spend $50 on them. $50 is still a lot of money. That's, 5 CDs off iTunes if I need to buy some music for a gig, or whatever. It's $50. So that's the first thing. I didn't want to go cheap because I wanted to get a decent pair of headphones that had a good build quality to them. The second thing, on the same note, I didn't want to get a pair of headphones that, if I did go out and spend anywhere from $100 to $200 on them, I didn't want them to break and feel like I lost even more money. So you're constantly tossing these ideas back and forth in your head. The second thing, I wanted to make sure that they were loud. I've heard conflicting things about American Audio headphones being loud. The HP 550s in particular, those are the model that I really compared at $50. I've heard that they are, amazingly loud, and I've also heard that, they really don't put out during a gig when it gets loud. So I really wanted to make sure I picked a pair of headphones that had a really good drive behind them. And also, not just that, but also I wanted to make sure I get noise cancellation. It's funny because you see all these kids and all these teens with like Beats by Dr. Dre, and I can't speak to them because I've never listened to them. But it's funny how much they'll spend on a set of headphones or on a set of earbuds when really they don't need all that crazy noise cancellation or anything like that, but whatever. So I really wanted something that was going to cancel the noise very well, something that would be able to hold up to my ear, and it would cancel out the audio from one particular side, and be able to listen both to what's playing off the speakers and what's playing off my pair of headphones. So that was important to me too. I wanted a good quality noise cancellation. And then the last thing is I wanted them, so I've gone over build quality, I've gone over noise cancellation, and I wanted them to be loud. And like I said, I've heard some conflicting things about HP-550s, but I've heard that these Xone headphones were extremely loud. They had good drivers behind them. But at the same time, even though they're discontinued, they still retail at $200. So if you can find them, you're still paying $200 new, which hurts. That's a light right there I could be buying, or something else. So I looked into the XD-53s when I found out that the XD-53s were discontinued, and those were $220. Now I found a deal on them, and I can't say where because it's kind of off the record, but I found a deal on them for as low as $175 shipped. That's still a really good deal, but that still hurts. So I think there needed to be a little bit of compromise. I went on Craigslist, I found someone selling their XD-53 headphones. They had all of 20 hours use on them, and to that effect they were just sitting in the case and lying around, and he bought them 3, 4, or 5 months ago. He produces work, he produces music, so he's got a different set of headphones at home, and the 20 hours of use really only came from some club work. So I called him up, I talked to him about them, heard some more of the background, and he was selling them for $160. Now I told him, I can buy the new ones for $175 shipped, and I said, would you be willing to take $125? And he said sure. So I met up with him, took a look at them, and I'm very, very happy with them. Here are the pros and the cons. First, the build quality seems all there. It's still plastic because they're headphones, they need to be able to bend, but where the cup extends out, when you pull the cup down further over your ear, and when it extends out, there's a piece of metal and a very thick piece of plastic that goes with it. So that thin piece of metal is a little bit better because that's exactly where my headphones broke before. So that was important to me. The second thing, the noise cancellation. I was playing a song back off them, and it was a heavy bass song and blah blah blah. So I was playing a song off of them. The volume was very loud, and then I went to go fold them up and disconnect from my iPod because that's what I used to test them when I met him. And I put the cups together, the ear cups together. And when I did that, the song completely canceled out. I was actually very, very impressed. You could barely hear the song play back. So, but when you took the cups apart again, you could hear it loud and clear through the ear cups. And then when you put the cups back together, the noise cancellation kind of foam or whatever goes over your ear, they were completely canceling out the music. Now that could be a combination of the fact that the music's canceling itself out when it's coming from both sides, but at the same time, a lot of it should just be volume coming out of the drivers. So what's really going on, in my opinion, as far as I can tell, is the fact that the noise cancellation foam is doing exactly what it should. So that was really impressive, because I'm not in a loud area that I can test, okay, how well are these going to cancel out the sound? So I thought that was a really good way of testing the noise cancellation feature of them. I guess they come with a coiled cord, so it will extend and won't get tangled. That's very important to me. I didn't want to get something with a straight cord. I wanted to get something with like a telephone coiled cord so that I could extend it and not worry about it getting tangled. I guess the only kind of thing I'm a little bit sad about, and this is kind of really picking at it, the cord comes out of the left. It comes out of the left cup. Now that's where I usually put, when I'm previewing a song, that's usually where I put the headphones, is on my left ear. I don't like the cord being there, so that was something that bothered me a little bit, but it's not. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think I'm going to find that on other headphones too. It's just going to happen. You're not going to get 100% of what you want all the time. So if that's the thing I have to kind of compromise on, fine. Other than that, very loud headphones, good build quality. noise cancellation worked very well, and they're a very popular headset. So I'm looking very forward to gigging with them. But if you're in the market for some new headphones and you're really looking to see what's good out there, I would suggest spending the money and spending between $100 and $150 on headphones, because it's a really crucial piece of gear. It's something you'll be using again and again and again. You want to make sure you're very happy with the headphones that you buy. Don't underestimate them. You can get by with a pair of earbuds or a pair of like $50 headphones, I'm sure, but you do want them to last a while. And the hope is that these will last more than 4 or 5 years. So feel free to leave your comments below, or if you have any questions, feel free to leave something. And other than that, practice and enjoy.